Whoops. Now, where did I have it? There we go.
What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Scott Katamas, not this one. This is Barbara Tintori, and it is another evening of Awakening World and our monthly collaboration with SoulSearch. And we love SoulSearch, and we love Barbara Tintori, who's a wonderful co-host. And Barbara, you need to unmute because we want to hear what you have to say. And welcome, everybody. It's going to be a really fun evening. We've got psychics and healers and channels and all sorts of wonderful things. Now, I know our loyal core audience that's in the Zoom room is familiar with SoulSearch, but for those of you who aren't, Barbara, tell all of our new friends watching on Facebook and YouTube about SoulSearch.
Yes, well, hello, new friends watching from wherever you are around the world. There's no such thing as time or space, so we are all here together, which is such an amazing feeling, being here in the vibration of love together. And speaking of vibration of love, SoulSearch is an online platform for spirituality and consciousness. On our platform, soulsearch.io, I called it the spiritual candy store for seekers. You can find just about any type of practitioner you may be craving or you don't even know you need. Along with our very vibrant online platform, we do enlightenment expos all over the place, all over California. We've concentrated in Northern California. We do in the Bay Area at least one Enlightenment Expo per month. We're starting up again in Los Angeles very soon. We do Arizona and Nevada. We're going to be spreading across the United States very soon. At our expos, they're 2 days. They go from 10 to 6. We have vendors from all healing ilks and modalities to serve you. We also have talks every hour on the hour from 10 to 6. And with pre-registration, it is all free for you. We also have soulsearch.tv. It is also a channel that you can download for free on all the major platforms. It is a television space for spirituality and consciousness, produced by a lot of our own practitioners and luminaries. So we are growing exponentially, and 2026, we have a lot of surprises in store. So stay tuned.
Beautiful. And for those of you, well, you're all on computer if you're watching this, you can find SoulSearch by going to soulsearch.io. soulsearch.io. And there's so many things to see there. You can find all the practitioners that you can see on the show tonight. And of course, another 100 practitioners plus. You can learn all about their Enlightenment Expo. So if you click Enlightenment Expo and you click Roanoke Park Expo, guess what? That's where Barbara and I are right now. We are at the Roanoke Park Enlightenment Expo. And tomorrow, I want to let everybody know that we are going to have a special program. And I'm really excited about it. Where is it?
We're down. Keep scrolling.
Yeah, I'll keep scrolling. Okay, got to go.
We have a lot
there
of
we go.
There we go.
There we go. My good friend Katrina Valancourt and I are going to be doing an online as a hybrid experience. So people coming in person can see us live in the Roanoke Park Doubletree Inn. Or, of course, most of you will watch us online. And I'll put into the chat box the link to where you can tune into us. And that'll be at 12 noon tomorrow. And the topic is, what is the true sacred union between a man and a woman? And so Katrina and I are going to tackle that topic, and we're excited about it. But let's now bring our attention back to this evening. You know, I asked people to put in like some of their favorite soul search people, and it worked out quite perfectly because one of the many responses was from Susan Blomquist saying, I remember receiving a powerful reading from Renee and Anthony. And guess what? Renee and Anthony are our first guests.
Yes. Amazing. What a coincidence. No such thing, right?
Susan is always tapped in. She's definitely tapped in.
That's amazing.
So are Renee and Anthony
They are
nearby
to come? I'm going to introduce, and you can sit here.
Okay. Are we singing first?
I'll slide away because both their beautiful faces are here. Yay!
Great. Welcome, Renee and Anthony, and you're here just in time for Omashar's opening song, but I just want to make sure you were here.
They're
so
here.
When you guys get settled in, we always start our shows with powerful music, and our great house musical artist, Omashar, is here to get us rocking and rolling.
So welcome, and Renee and Anthony, awesome. First guest tonight. Very, very cool. I'm looking forward. And here we are with Rainbow Nation. And let's went and get some dances happening. Raising vibration, hearts are open, hands together, loving each other, sisters and brothers, 'cause what we are is light in form, and light in form will lift us all. So don't give up on walking tall. The time is now, so heed the call and wake up to the light of this new day. We are the heart of our world, the light in our world. We are the joy in our world, the love in our world, showing our colors, Rainbow Nation, higher frequency, higher vibration, our minds are open, love is flowing, lifting each other. Yes, we are growing, 'cause what we are is light in form, and light in form will lift us all. So don't give up on walking tall. The time is now, so heed the call and wake up to the light of this new
There's so many people dancing. I can't even spotlight everybody now. It's wonderful. See what you started, Eleanor, Joy, and Adora. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you, Omashar. Let's send him twinkles and love and appreciation.
Yay, love twinkles. Love you all.
And
Namaste.
he'll be back 2 more times. It's a 3-song night.
Woohoo.
And I'm now putting the spotlight on Barbara, who's going to introduce our first guests, Renee and Anthony. And we love Anthony and Renee. So we're delighted.
You are not the only ones. I get to be next to them in person.
You're lucky.
My brother and sister here. It's wonderful. It's amazing. And Renee and I, Omashar, we're ready to be your backup dancers on the road. Just
You already were. You had me at Renee and Anthony. So at Barbara, and we have a great team here. Tripod Foundation.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, we love you too. We do. That's why we're here. Right?
It's absolutely,
That's why we're here.
absolutely. Well, I am always so honored and blessed and excited. Every time they come to speak at our events, it's a packed house and the vibration is so high. Then when they're done, the rest of the day, the room is just, it's buzzing. So it's really fun. So I'm here to introduce to you modern mystics, teachers, healers, and visionaries. Renee and Anthony are the voices behind Blue Soul Earth, which is focused on igniting global consciousness and bridging the worlds of science and spirituality. Their teachings, workshops, darshan's, memberships, programs, and sacred retreats focus on universal consciousness, heart-centered living, and our human existence. Anthony and Renee channel higher dimensional beings, which include ascended masters, archangels, Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, and many more. Through their teachings, channelings, energy healing sessions, transmissions, and courses, they aim to help one soul at a time open up to their full potential. Although spirit connects and works through both of this twin flame duo flanking me, Anthony fully embodies the energies that come through to teach, which means they can see, touch, hear, smell, and even taste through him. It's very exciting. And so without further ado, I'm going to move out of the way and I'm going to let these two take center stage.
Okay. You want to slide over?
I'm gonna come around that way.
Okay, you're gonna come around that way. Okay, might be easier. Thanks for making this chair so warm and toasty for me. It does. It feels good.
And maybe
I'll say it.
there you go. There we go. Good to see both of you. And we'll see Barbara's hair, her blonde hair, every now and then flying into the screen. Welcome, both of you. It's good to see you, and Happy New Year. For everybody, anybody who doesn't know, you kind of heard the introduction from Barbara, but one of the things I love about the two of you is how you really work together as a couple. You are a very happy couple, and the way you work together, live together, and are really making beautiful contributions to the world together. And so we love Yeshua and we love Mary Magdalene, but we also love Anthony and Renee. And so I think I just want to start with that. As a couple, how's it going? Doing so much work together, channeling Yeshua, channeling Mary Magdalene. Yeah.
Well, you start.
How's it going? Let me think here. Everything is,
Channeling makes us closer.
yeah, channeling actually
Yeah.
does bring us much closer together.
Yeah, I would say.
It keeps me from being so cranky sometimes.
Yeah, I understand that.
Told If we're having a spoof or something like that, I just ask Yeshua to come in, and he's our counselor.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, everything is fine.
Yeah,
We're doing,
everything's great. We're working on our next book. It already started. And it will either be out this year or January by the latest. So we're excited about that. It's flowing through us. More Mary Magdalene and Yeshua.
yes, most definitely.
Yeah, so it's been
And speaking of Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, are one or the other kind of feeling like they might want to pop in and share some wisdom with our audience tonight?
Let me think about that. If I were to speak for Magdalene and Yeshua, I would say this for 2026. Stay in the resonance of love. Stay in the vibration of love. Stay in this vibration of being positive and focus on that and be in communities like this
All the time.
that feed you,
Yeah.
nourish you, and keep you on your path. Because this is the most important community that one can be in order to pass one's love to others. That's how consciousness expands.
Yeah.
Through-
Regardless of what's going on in your life and regardless of what you're seeing in the world, you know, their message to us is consistently at this time, be the light, right? This is kind of, it's almost like, not that we've been prepared for it, but in a way, we've been prepared for it, right? To be the rock, to be the solid ground when everything else feels like it's coming out with us. We need to be the ones for our family members and our friends to say, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. You know, it's funny, Scott, because the other night, was it 3 or 4 nights ago? I had a migraine. It's like, I don't get migraines. And it came through. And you know what I did? I asked Yeshua to come through.
She has a personal Jesus.
Too. I know. Well, at first I wanted to know, did I have COVID or the flu? Because we had SoulSearch like 4 days later. And then, you know what he said? Everything's going to be okay. You have a migraine. You've been 14 hours at your computer for the last 3 days. It's only a migraine. And he kept repeating this calming energy. It's going to be okay, right? Give yourself rest, give yourself balance, give yourself connection time.
Mhm.
So yeah, and I was better right away. It was amazing. That J-Man,
He's an amazing energy.
he really is an
So-
amazing.
So what can you say to our audience in terms of everybody's own ability to tap into, would you call it Christ consciousness or the spirit of Yeshua? What do they say, or what have you learned about each of our own abilities to tap in and connect?
Well, we all have the ability to tap into whatever it is that we want. And in order to tap into a consciousness of Christ or this consciousness of love, the consciousness of Yeshua and Magdalene, you only need focus on it. Be in the residence where this consciousness is, and it will come to you. If you're open to it and you allow it to come into you, you surrender into it, it will come.
You
And
have to ask them.
you have to ask,
Yeah.
and it will come. Ask and it shall be given,
You know,
literally.
Carol said action is needed too. I agree with that, actually.
Action is needed too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't just,
yeah.
you have to take agency. Once it's there,
Non-violent, yes.
you have to practice it. Being in practice with these energies is most of the work. Surrendering into it is one thing, but then putting it into action and practicing it, giving it to others, that's one of the most important aspects of being human and being spirit all at the same time.
So
Yeah.
what are some examples of how you take bringing in Yeshua, bringing in Mary Magdalene, bringing in these higher energies, and then when you're back as Anthony and Renee, applying that in your relationship or applying it in your lives?
That's great.
There's a joke coming, but
Should we use an example, like a family member
you
example?
can't. This is the Italian in me, the Jew in me.
The Italian Jew in you.
Once you feel these energies in you, there's no way that you're not going to change. It is inevitable. You will change as a result. And it has changed me as Anthony, and definitely has changed Renee
Yeah.
in how we look at ourselves as human beings and how we look at the world as well, how we look at everything. as energy and divinity and love. And it's just who we become. And we practice it as much as we possibly can every day with each other.
It's not perfect.
It's not perfect.
Never going to be perfect. There are things that come up that trigger us, I can assure you. If it has to do with the patriarch, it definitely triggers me. But I think it's like going back to the bigger picture. That's one way, right? When you go back to the bigger picture and say, why is all this happening? It's happening for us to move forward in our humanity's consciousness and our evolution. And to kind of keep your eye on that, and not the noise, right? All the distractions and the noise. I mean, Yeshua was known to say, and it was in some of his parables, don't listen to that over there, right? And so right now we're being faced with more distractions than we've ever been faced, at least in my lifetime, and I think we need to avoid going there, because when you go there, guess what happens? You bring more fear into your field. And when you have more fear into your field, you're further away from love. So these are the frequencies to dance with. And another way, I think, is being aware of, how is this feeling in my auric field? How is this feeling in my body, right? Am I feeling agitated? Take a deep breath, pause, take a step back, go back to love, relax your body, because once you relax your body, slowing everything down, it's hard to be angry. I mean, you still might feel a sense of frustration, but it's slowing everything down so that we can get into that heart coherent state. Hi, cutie.
I know you guys had had a long day at your booth and doing things, so I appreciate you being with us tonight. Are there any, you are blessed to be channeling this incredibly high level wisdom frequently. Are there any other messages, specific messages that you can pass on that have recently come through your guides?
Yeah,
What do you
I got something for you.
What are you thinking of?
I'm such a clown.
What do you
I'll
think?
tell you, I'm one of a kind when it comes to channeling.
You mean the couple of nights ago when he came through?
Scott, and everyone listening out there, when you speak of the guides and you speak of these other beings that are coming through,
Oh, I know where you're going to go.
it's really one's higher self, one's soul self, one's true authentic self, as Miriam will say, that is doing the talking in connection with,
In collaboration with.
the all that is, whatever you want to call it. And after doing this for 12 years, I want to say to all of you, it's already there. It is within you. If there is a message for me to give to all of you, it's there. Create it. Only say the word, have the intention, and you can create it as well. Because it really is your soul self that is connecting with divinity.
With everything. And
That's-
so,
yeah.
yeah. So rather than think about it, I mean, some people think about it as archetypes, but I don't know. I'd like to go deeper than that, because it feels so much deeper than that for me, at least with Yeshua and Magdalene, is that when we are connecting to our higher self, the higher self expands and connects to the all, as Anthony said. And within that all, there's these frequencies of Yeshua, Magdalene, and the collective ascended masters.
It's a part of all of us.
Yeah, but it's emerging,
Yes.
right? It's interesting, because we did an interview with Daryl Anka, who I know, as a channeler, and it was funny because it's funny having two kind of full of body channelers together in the same proverbial room. So check out that interview, because it's on our Blue Soul Earth YouTube. Just search for Daryl. But there's a funny moment where Anthony's like, "What's really happening, Daryl?" Right? Like, what's really happening when this energy is coming through? And it's exactly what Yeshua and our guides said in slightly different words, but there's a merging. So it's not, we used to kind of think Anthony got out of the way, and he does get out of the way, but it's like a merging to create something new. That's kind of how he explained it. And that's really what our guides are saying too. It's it's a new creation, really, from consciousness. I mean, how cool is that? I think that's even cooler than the whole concept of channeling an entity or energy.
I'm gonna go with that.
Um, is there more that you'd like to share about that, Anthony?
Yeah, I will share something with that. When
Connie and Andrew. Hi, Connie and Andrew.
when the essence of Yeshua comes and joins the essence of Anthony, something new is created. It's not exactly Yeshua, it's not exactly Anthony, it's a combination of both. And in truth, Yeshua doesn't exist.
Anymore.
The perception
Yeah.
of Yeshua exists. Even Anthony really doesn't exist. It is a perception of reality. But when you combine these energies in a way that you wish to create divinity in a new way, love in a new way, and share it with others, that is the true magic of what it is to live a spiritual life.
And to, if you want to call it channeling.
And channeling. But we all do have that ability.
Yeah, everybody has that ability to do it.
And that's some of the most important information, teachings that have come through Renee and myself this last year.
Well, even more the last few months.
Last few months.
Yeah, I mean, even down to the new program we're going to be launching and working on, our new wisdom school program. We don't even have Yeshua and Magdalene as part of it, even though they will be part of it and they'll be teaching as part of it. It's really more to get us away from thinking about energies as energies and more to think about the non-duality of who we all are. And so it's a little bit of a shift from where we come from.
Yeah.
You know, it still exists. Yeshua will still say, I'm coming through and I'm accessing my Akash, right, from 2000 years ago, but I'm not Yeshua as I was 2000 years ago. I'm merging with Anthony's consciousness and together we're in collaboration.
Creating something new.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a little bit more towards the non-dual teaching.
Yeah. So I think, you know, what I'm hearing, if I can reflect it back, so I understand it and our audience understands it. What we're doing is we're moving more and more into the awareness that there is ultimately only one consciousness. There's one ocean.
Yeah.
And we're all drops in that ocean. But as drops in the same ocean, we are part of the entire ocean and can access. So in a sense, you're accessing your concept of Yeshua, your concept of the Magdalene, and it's a connection, but it is also coming through the filter of Anthony, the filter of Renee, the filter of Scott. But as we access it more and more and more, by opening to the oneness of it all, we are opening we're becoming more expansive. We are removing more and more walls, more and more narrow beliefs, and opening to a bigger picture. Would that be a way of putting it?
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because you know what Magdalene's like compared to Yeshua. She has a little bit of an attitude sometimes. So she likes to remind us often sometimes when we're with our membership communities or whatever, and we're saying, okay, are we ready to bring through Magdalene? Is Anthony going to start channeling Magdalene? And she'll come through and she'll say, I'm channeling Anthony. He's not channeling me.
I like that. Hey, there's a couple. I want to read some comments that are coming in from our audience, and then we're going to take a look at your website. Andrew and Connie, who I know are friends of yours, right? It's an evolutionary upward spiral, something coming on the planet that has never been here before. And I'd love to hear what you have to say about that. And also, Anasuria says, this is the most exciting conversation for me. She is connected to the Black Madonna. She says, this is the exact same message I received today at a painting retreat, divine synchronicity. So thank you, Anasuya.
Yeah, and actually, by the way, I do. I don't know about Anthony. I can't speak for Anthony, but I have a connection to the Black Madonna. And when we did our retreat to southern France this past year, we went to Saint Marie de la Mer, actually. Elizabeth Kelly said, I don't know if she's on this call or not, but she said, don't miss that. It was one of the places we were on the fence about, and that's kind of where we saw the Black Madonna. But I found myself shaking and vibrating in that cathedral when the Black Madonna energy was there, and then in one other place in France too. So yeah, there's a lot of Black Madonnas in Europe, a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, we were kind of surprised by that. So yeah, it's the consciousness of, and I think I think she's going to be excited by our next book because we're going to go more in that direction.
Beautiful.
know.
Julia writes, we're each of us channeling minute to minute. We are never separate. We're not to judge one from another. We are to accept and see God or the divine within all of us. So beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to show people how you can get more of Anthony and Renee. And there's actually two things I want to show. They mentioned their YouTube channel, and there it is. It's Blue Soul Earth. So just go to YouTube, click Blue Soul Earth, and they have amazing people that they've done interviews with. Lynn McTaggart, David Pamal and Miten, Paul Selig, and of course, they talked earlier about Daryl and Bashar. So definitely go to Blue Soul Earth on YouTube and check out some of their amazing interviews. And then, of course, their main website also, whoops, I went back to YouTube. I meant to go to your other website. Here it is. So if you go to bluesoulearth.com, that's their main website. And what would you most like for people to look at? Are there events, retreats, offerings? What do you want people for me to scroll to and show people?
Wow, I'm just looking how young we look there. Oh my God, look how young we look, sweetie.
No.
I don't go to the front page of our website very often.
Well, his hair is so short. My gosh, look at that. He looks very boyish. He looks very boyish.
Boy band. He looks like a boy band. Well, actually, our biggest exciting news, two things. One is that we're launching a wisdom school in April, and we're going to take 22 people. So that's coming. It's somewhat mentioned on here, but not yet, but it'll be live in 3 days, 3 to 4 days or something like that. And what is today? January 20th, which is next Tuesday night at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, we'll be doing just a free FAQ Q&A to answer questions about the Wisdom School. And that's going to go for 6 months. That'll be the deepest program that we're going to be doing. And then once a month, we'll be doing Magdalene Sisters drop-ins, which essentially is, just come in for 2 hours of channeling with Magdalene. So it's moving away from our membership program, which we did for 8 or 9 years, to drop-ins so we can focus more on the Wisdom School. And
Beautiful.
yeah, and then in June, we're leading another retreat to France, this time to the Cathars region, and we'll be I think Anya, because Anya will be speaking at her conference in Germany in July.
Wonderful.
And I would be remiss if I didn't mention it since she texted me today.
And so again, if you go to bluesoulearth.com and then you click on retreats and events, and France, June 21st to 29th. So if any of you are looking to take a sacred pilgrimage to France, and I know that the people that like Eden and Amadora who have led those or done them, they're powerful. You've got an opportunity to do it with Anthony and Renee, and the many beings that they are either channeling or that are channeling them or something like that. Good to see both of you.
You too.
Much love, and hopefully we'll connect in person soon.
I know, Scott, it's always good to see you. It's always good to see you. So we'll bring Barbara back on the screen and we're going to go get some Italian food.
Are you going to be back here tomorrow?
Yes.
I will come give you a hug tomorrow because I'm going to be there teaching at noon. So we'll connect in person tomorrow.
Okay. And your next guest is arriving. I see him.
Fantastic. All right.
All right. We love you all. Good to see some familiar faces.
And I want to acknowledge, what's going on in the chat box. And let's try and kind of chill down on the political stuff. I know there's a lot going on, and I appreciate that. But it also, the purpose of our show is to be inspirational. Don't worry, all that political stuff will be waiting for you when the show's over. But for right now, let's focus on our guests, let's focus on our community, and let's focus on some of the inspirational messages, okay? All right, Barbara.
Yes, I am back. Wow, that was amazing.
Yes, and speaking of inspirational, you've got somebody that I know we've really enjoyed before, but you got to adjust your computer because right now we only see his ear.
I'm gonna, I'm in this very narrow space.
I'm trying to.
So here we
I'm
go.
trying to.
There we go. There he is. There's Dennis. Welcome back, Dennis.
I have this very interesting little setup with a very narrow table, so I'm navigating.
Trying to hide. Oh,
Dennis,
Well, I'm going to exit stage left while you introduce Dennis.
amazing. Well, I am excited to introduce our next amazing luminary. He has been with us now for, how long have you been with us now?
don't know. No, it's over. a
No,
year.
no time or space. So we are all good. Dennis Shimosaka, he blesses and empowers his clients and the world, utilizing his skills as a Tao soul healer while taking his clients on the ultimate Tao meditation journey through an advanced yet simple breathing in and out technology, utilizing a high frequency Tao light wall to transform low frequency energy. I've been feeling it all day as whenever I pass by his healing area, and it's just remarkable just to get whiffs of it and wafts of it as I walk by. Dennis works all parts of the body, including the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, through these energy channels, meridians, chakras, organs, and body systems. And he's here to share that with us tonight. And it's never a dull moment because he's also incredibly funny. So we laugh a lot. So
That's
this is,
funny.
it's always a good time when you can heal and laugh, right? So I'm going to, sorry, my little space here as I knock everything over. I'm going to introduce to you, here's Dennis. I'm going to have you move over a little
What am I
bit
doing
in
here?
our little nook.
Okay, she just grabbed me. So anyway,
No, I had it right here.
we're gonna have some fun. I think more importantly is that I didn't know by walking by that someone would receive the energy and frequency. Yes, I do. I know that. So what's interesting is I think more importantly, everyone's going through a lot of things in their life. This is not about that. This is about taking you to point A to point B in almost a snap of a finger. I'm not sure how much time I have or how much I don't have, but the key, I think, when energy is a misconception, it's confusing, energy healing, and a lot of people don't understand what it is, what happens, but you get a chance to experience what's called Dao Soul healing. And there's a technique from my teacher, Dr. Master Zhigong Shang, who's created, it's called Shi Qing Hu Zhou. Shi Qing Hu Zhou is breathing in, breathing out exercise. Real simple. This is not, it is not breathing, your typical breathing in, breathing out exercise. It is breathing in a high frequency light. Why do we want to do that? When you think about it, well, you want to really increase your frequency and energy. Tao Soul, Tao Light, herbs, yes, great. And you'll get a chance to experience it. And I'm not sure how much time you have, but I want you to, a lot of people are on Zoom and in this area right now, is close your eyes and place your hands up. I'm going to join you too. And I want you to experience an increase in frequency in the room and your Zoom. There's no time and space. So notice an increase in the frequency, a degree. Increasing it a little bit more. Increasing it a little 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 more. Notice. Maybe your hands feel different. Maybe sensations, feelings in your body feel a little different. Maybe you feel nothing. Just sit here with eyes, keep your eyes closed. The reason for keeping your eyes closed in these practices is to keep the frequency and energy in your body. Otherwise, it expels outwards to me, and then I receive it, which is okay with me. But more importantly, I want you to experience this. So as we increase the external frequency in the room, just open your eyes. This is increasing the frequency energy from the external. You could bring your hands down. External. Susan was saying my hands are warm and tingly. Everyone has different sensations, feelings. This is real time. Real time being there's no time and space when we're doing these practices on Zoom or anywhere else. These practices I do, you can always find them. I have a meetup group called Center for Soul Healing. You can always Google it, Center for Soul Healing on Google. Cat says tingly all over. Okay, we haven't even started now. We're just working with the external. External is everything in the environment. What's occurring now is we're working on the external part of it is because you have an influence on this. You can change your external environment. There's my teacher is Dr. Master Zhigong Shaw, as I said. He's created this song. It's called Love, Peace, and Harmony. And you can go to lovepeaceharmony.org. Lovepeaceharmony.org. It's an external increase in your frequency. So as you do that, your external frequency increases. So now we're going to work on the internal. Anyone have any pain in particular?
Yeah, it would be wonderful. Why don't we see if somebody, because I always love if you work with one specific person. So if anybody wants support, raise your hand like this. That'll bring you to the front of my computer screen. So if anybody wants support, okay, Trisha, you're the first person to raise your hand. I'm adding you to the spotlight, and you are now on with Dennis.
Hello.
Hi, welcome. What's your pain level right now?
Well, it's more like a kind of a swollen, inflamed left foot from a stacked joint. Sorry about how
Can
fuzzy it
you
is.
rate the pain level from like a 1 to 10 by chance?
It's probably at about a 4 or a 5 right now.
Okay.
Mostly when I walk on it.
Okay. And right now you say it's about a 4 or 5?
Yeah.
Okay. You've had it for about how long?
Probably about 4 years, but it's kind of increasing in pain because there's more inflammation.
Okay. There's a twofold part of that, and I want to clarify. If you're here at the event, I can help you a little bit more. One of the things in particular is inflammation. I use what's called some water to specifically reduce inflammation, which is one of the keys to help to heal the body. In particular, I found that was pretty successful. But we'll work on it right now. Everyone here will get a benefit. Like Barbara was saying, it's just like she was walking by. I'm sorry, this is like kind of funny to hear. It's like, I was getting the benefit. So the benefit you'll receive and you'll experience, as though we're working with Trisha, however, directly, you will get a benefit. Okay, all you have to do is place your right hand over your heart, left below your navel, including you, Trisha. More importantly, we're focusing mainly on her foot. But keep your eyes closed, everyone. And so just breathe in, breathe out, right hand over your heart, left below your navel. Keep your eyes closed. Just breathe in, breathe out. Just breathing in. we're gonna do a counting, a 5 count in, breathing in, and then exhaling out, 5 count. So if you can with me, it's just breathing in. We're breathing in light to the foot area and all surrounding areas. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in the same area, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in 360-degree light coming into your body. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doing it 3 more times. Breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in, Trisha, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keep your eyes closed, Trisha. You have anyone else has your eyes open? Just keep your eyes closed. Just sit here for a second or two. Just breathing in, breathing out normally. Just breathing in, breathing out normally. Again, this is not breath work. It's a high frequency energy light that's going to her foot area and leg.
Sticking up? Yes. Okay.
I'll be back.
Just breathing in, breathing out.
Oh, yeah.
You just take a deep breath in, Trisha. Let it out. Take another deep breath in. Let it out. Now it's time. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Anytime, open your eyes.
So
Notice any changes.
Well, I'm overheating a lot and I can feel the energy in my foot. It is loosening it up. I would say definitely loosening it up.
Good. So it did change. I guess the question how it's increasing in frequency. What we're opening up is the energy is flowing more through the foot, whereas before it wasn't.
Right.
The
Yes.
scale you said is 4 to 5 roughly. What do you feel like it's now?
I would say maybe the pain is similar because it's when I press on it or walk on it, but it's definitely wider and looser.
Okay, so it's loosening up compared to where it was. And this was probably what, how many minutes or less than a minute or two?
Yeah.
I didn't really
Yeah.
keep a calculator, so or time.
Thank you so much.
You're
I feel
welcome.
it's
So this
moving
is
in the
the
right direction.
this is the power of Dal Soul Healing. Again, it would take a little bit longer to work with her, but that's kind of an indication of the power of it. It doesn't take that long. That's why I work with it, because it doesn't take that long. You don't have to work with it for the next 5 years to see results. It's almost instantaneous, which is fantastic to see. And, everyone's in this fast-paced environment right now. It's just like everyone's hurrying. Everyone wants this instant. So that kind of gives you an idea.
Thank you.
If
Appreciate it.
you're in the area, that would be great. You can come and visit me. We
I'll
could
find
finish.
you online because I'm in Ventura, California.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Connect with me anytime after this, and we'll kind of add to, helping you out.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm going to go to your website when we're done with tennis, and you'll see how to reach him.
okay, absolutely.
So Dennis, you've got about 5 more minutes.
Sure.
Do you want to do one more experience for our audience? Because people really enjoyed that.
Absolutely. Anyone else? And this is really
Yeah, is there anybody else who'd like support? Raise your hand electronically so I can see who wants to come on board. If anybody wants to support, Lorna Sass, who came to my birthday party and sang "Pennies from Heaven." I will always remember that now, Lorna. You do need to unmute so we can hear you. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I just have gut issues. And like right now, my belly's bloated. I don't know if I have parasites. I don't know if it's still Lyme acting up. But I try to watch what I eat and something anyway. So I'm bloated now and it's uncomfortable. Gas, bloating, burping.
What on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate it right now?
7,
A 7? Okay.
6 or 7. Yeah.
That's pretty significant. And you've had this how long, Lorna?
It just keeps getting worse.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say for at least a year, it's been this way.
Okay. Just again, those people that are on listening, you will get a benefit. I think more importantly, but just place your right hand over your heart, Lorna, left below your navel. Just keep your eyes closed, just breathing in, breathing out with me. Anyone else on the call, on Zoom, on live stream, and you could do the same. We're mainly just focusing on Lorna's condition. So just breathing in, breathing out. We're grounding, Lorna. Just breathing in. Again, we're going to do a 5 count, breathing in, exhaling out, 5 count. So I'm just counting out, breathing in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing into your digestion system, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing into the digestion system, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing into the upper body, breathing in light, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe into the middle part of the body, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, breathing in the lower extremities, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Balancing the immune system, boosting the immune system, breathing into the immune system, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathing in the same area, breathing in light 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going back to the digestion system, breathing in, entire system breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's keep your eyes closed for a second or two. Laura, take a deep breath in. Let it out. Taking a deep breath in. Let it out. Last time, take a deep breath in. Let it out. Open your eyes anytime.
It's hard to open my eyes, actually. Very relaxing.
Good. How do you feel?
The bloating is still there, but it doesn't feel as uncomfortable. I would say it's down to a 4 or a 5.
Good.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. It's a start. I mean, it is a progress where it does. How many minutes do we have? So more importantly, sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and it's working with the entire body a lot of times, the chakra, meridian, energy channels, and it's all related. So that's what we're doing here at the show over here in Roanoke Park. So I'm glad you feel better. Good, fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you, Dennis. It's always a pleasure. And I want to take people to your website. And here it is. It's his last name, Shimosaka, SHIMOSAKA, Shimosaka Healing Services.com. And this is where you can schedule an appointment. Now, I assume you work with people via Zoom as well as in person, correct?
Yes, I think the furthest recently someone I work with was actually in Greece.
Wow, wow.
So that was interesting. Yes.
And do you actually do the calligraphy as well? Is that your calligraphy?
No, I don't. That's my teacher. My master teacher is Dr. Master Qigong. So he's created these calligraphies, and I utilize a lot of them.
Okay. Well, clearly, and I know that you've been on the show. I think this is your third time, and you always do wonderful work. Is there anything in particular you want to make sure that people are aware of? Here's your weekly meditation practice you talked about, your meetup group. And that is, again, what time of day is that? What day?
It's Pacific time, 6 p.m. every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Tuesdays at 6 p.m. And you can, again, sign up for it here. Just go to his website and you'll see it right here, where you can sign up for it. And and Dennis, thank you so much for the wonderful work that you do. People are twinkling you, and I noticed that quite a few other people were tuning in. Eleanor Joy, I noticed, was having a good experience. She said, that was for me as well. Thank you for speaking up. And thank you to you, Dennis. So Eleanor Joy had a very positive experience.
Fantastic. I mean, think more. The one thing is I call it the Joe exercise. You can always tap right below your navel and say Joe. Increases your stamina, vitality, immunity. During this time of year, it's important that everyone recognize to try to do that in the morning time. It's just basically what you're doing is right below your navel. It's what's called lower dantian. By tapping it and saying Joe, 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 you're increasing your stamina, vitality, and immunity. This is a gift I'm giving you so you'll have more stronger system during this winter season. So
And is that Joe, like Jojo?
the sound is Joe. It vibrates that area.
Mhm.
So this, however phonetically you want to write it out, Joe or Joe, it's Joe, 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 and it vibrates that area. And I think more importantly, by tapping it, ideally is you're actually going on your tiptoes and coming down and doing it. We'll do a practice if you come on the Zoom that we're doing next Tuesday, this Tuesday. I'll show you how to do it. It's really simple.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. And I'll drop by and say hello to you tomorrow when we're both at the hotel together.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Please
Yeah,
do.
I'll look forward to meeting you and seeing you in person, Dennis.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay.
And then there's my friend here, Barbara. Oh my gosh.
Isn't Barbara the best? We love Barbara.
Absolutely. She is the greatest.
She's the best. She's the best. Barbara, I'll be back with you in 5 minutes. I'm going to just do a couple of quick Global Peace Tribe announcements, and then we'll back with Barbara, who's got still another 3 more guests actually for us.
Yes.
So I want to remind everybody again that tomorrow we're going to have a Sacred Sunday show. Now, of course, would love for any of you that are in the Bay Area to come down to Rohnert Park and join me in person, join my good friend Katrina and I. And we're going to be talking about what is the true sacred union between a man and a woman. So love to see some of you in person. But of course, for those of you who can't come in person, come on and we will be doing this online. For all of our Global Peace Tribe subscribers, I will send out an email in the morning with the Zoom room link. I'll also put the Zoom room link in the chat box in just a few minutes. And for those of you who are watching on Facebook or YouTube, I will also post it on my Facebook profile page. So in a few minutes, if you go to Scott Katamas, or Love Coach Scott on Facebook, I think is what it actually is. You'll see it, and you can join us. This is a free hybrid experience. You can see it in person in Rohnert Park or watch us online. And we'll also have our beloved Omashar with us doing an opening song and a closing song tomorrow. So, but don't you want to know what the true sacred union is between men and women? Well, tomorrow you're going to get the answers to that. I also want to invite anybody who has not subscribed to join the Global Peace Tribe. We are a wonderful community of people. And if you go to globalpeacetribe.com, you can learn all about us. Click register for the new season, and that'll take you to our registration page. It takes about 2 minutes to register. You'll immediately get the links to our Zoom room. And guess what? We're going to have other people doing healings, like you just watched Dennis do healings for Trisha and Lorna. So if you join right now, you can join for as low as $22. Boom, you'll get the Zoom room link, come on into the Zoom room, and who knows, you might even get a healing from one of our upcoming SoulSearch practitioners. So join the Global Peace Tribe. We're a wonderful community of people. We do shows every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and every show is different. Sometimes we're doing shows on the latest of what's happening with UFO and government disclosure. Sometimes we're doing shows about alternative medicine, alternative healings. Our shows are always inspirational and filled with fascinating people. Come join us. And we get to meet people like Barbara Tintori and her next guest. So I'm turning it back over to the lovely Barbara.
Amazing. It is so nice to just be spending the evening here, even after a full day. You'd think we would be exhausted, but it's so life-giving that, and then we get to be here with all of you. Somebody did want me to mention where we are here in Rohnert Park. We are at the Doubletree Hotel in Rohnert Park on, I think, Golf Course Drive is the street. So if you are in the area and want to join us and meet us all in person, we would love to see you. 10 to 6 tomorrow, we are here and get a chance to see Scott in action in person. And it's always an amazing thing. And I have our wonderful Gina Nisanoff. She has been doing, every time I went in to talk to her about the show tonight, it was just one client after another, after another, after another. And what I noticed is that nobody wanted to leave your table after the readings. I always look at that, like how quickly are they getting up or how long are they staying there? And I was able to catch her briefly during a few breaks. And so it's always such a pleasure to watch the artistry of healing in action. So Gina is a gifted psychic medium who uses tarot to tap in. She's also a certified Reiki master and certified clinical hypnotherapist. And in her healing work, Gina combines Reiki healing with hypnotherapy for deep and lasting results in everything from stress relief, emotional balance, pain management, weight loss and healthy habits, goal setting and motivation, past life regression, and spiritual exploration. As a gifted psychic medium, Gina has reached, I say hundreds, but it's probably more, of blessed clients, a lot more than that, both in her personal mobile work and her work with many large corporations. So spreading the love and healing everywhere, because we need that. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our amazing Gina.
Well, hello. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm actually, one of the things that I like to do is to give deeper insight to people when they come and sit down with me. We have a limited here when we do our healing, our awakening events. One of the things that people really respond to is not just tarot readings. I incorporate it with astrology. So when people sit down, I do astrology with numerology and the tarot all in one, and I use my star codes deck. So that seems to be really effective for a lot of people. It gives them deeper insight. So the combination of all three in the reading gives them different perspectives on any sort of situation, on a person, place, or thing. And it really, really works. I do it with no information. I don't need their birth date. I just tap in, boom, boom, boom. I get their, whatever name they'd like me to call them. And that's what I do. And that seems to be really, really effective for a lot of people. And of course, I've got my deck. So I'm happy to answer some questions or, give a quick little demonstration for anybody that would be interested.
Fantastic. I would love to have you do a demonstration. So who in our audience would like to receive some support or insights from our wonderful new friend here, Gina? If anybody is interested, raise your hand.
I think we've got...
George Noble. All right, George, I'm going to bring you on board. And George is actually fairly local. He's in Santa Rosa.
Beautiful.
So George,
Hi.
you're on camera with Gina.
Hi, George.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I was just saying that I wanted a psychotherapist who does past life readings. You was close enough, I would say. But,
I love past life. I do. I really do. I think it gives such deep insight into what we are dealing with. Now, of course, if you subscribe to past lives, because not everybody does, but I do, a lot of the things that follow us into this life, meaning the people that we've met, kind of even our jobs, the food that we like, tend to be a lot of attributed to a past life. I'm going to use my daughter as an example. She wanted to know her past life, and she literally said, Mom, she was bugging me. And she said, I had a dream and I know who I was. And I said, who were you? She goes, I was an African slave. And I said, really? She says, I remember being on the boat. And she said, my hands and my arms were bound and I felt the water. It was really cold. I had water up to my knees. And she described all of these things. And then she went on to say, I said, well, where did you go on the boat? And I said, were you male and were you female? She said, I was male and I was married. I had a daughter. And I said, well, where did the boat travel to? And she said, it traveled to Europe. I said, where? She said, it traveled to France. And then she proceeded to tell me that she didn't know her name, but she knew that she was married and she was a male and that she had a daughter. I said, do you remember your daughter's name? And she said, my daughter's name was Boo. And I said, really? And she said, yeah, in my language, it means beautiful. And I asked her, well, what year do you remember going to France? And she said 1756. She didn't even need to think about it. And sure enough, I did my research. And in fact, there were ships that traveled from Africa to France in 1756. And when you look up the word
Interesting.
beau in French Creole, it means beautiful. So, I mean,
Well,
another,
I'm
uh,
already, that's beautiful, interesting. I'm
yeah,
already a believer. I know about Brian Weiss,
oh,
Life
yeah,
After Life, and
yeah.
I've already shared on this group online that I was a former husband to my mother in this lifetime. I've had a lifelong hearing disability, and one of our healers has let me know that this is entirely emotional. There's nothing physically wrong with my hearing. So I still use powerful hearing aids and closed captioning, but I'm wondering what you might say to help me put this to bed. I didn't have a normal psychosexual development growing up. I was really bonded to my mother, who was
Yeah.
looking out for me because in 1943, things were very different back east. It was a pretty somber time, I think is a good way to describe it. I'm 82 years old now, and I'm a psychotherapist myself, MFT, former physics and engineering person. So I've had a pretty full life in some respects, but not emotionally. Not so my emotional and hearing are coming back. I'm hearing and I'm feeling like I never could before. And with that, I'm infantile, I would say, very young. Mm.
I'm picking up something with the left ear in particular, something with the left ear. I don't know if
The
that has
left
been,
ear has more tinnitus in it, and
ah,
I hear ongoing angels. I can sing the super bass of the Tibetan monks and the Tuvan folk singers,
mhm.
and I can sing either tenor or bass, but
I'm picking up
I don't
something.
do it here very often.
It was interesting when you were talking, I was picking up something, and I don't know if this resonates with you, but psychically I was picking up something about a bomb. So you could have been in one life, and who knows, what life it was, where there was some sort of an explosion. And I wonder if that has a lot to do with, the issues with hearing, even though they say that it's psychosomatic, when in fact it could be the cell memory that you brought into this life. But I'm picking up some sort of explosion. Does that resonate with you in any way, shape, or form?
Well, that's what happened in Venezuela the other night.
Yeah, yeah. So
No,
that,
it doesn't happen. I've had a number of traumatic injuries,
ah,
concussions, falling down staircases, motorcycle accident, but not a bomb.
well, interesting. When I shuffled, I got Midhaven in reverse, which has to do with the 10th house, public image, but it's also ruled by Capricorn. So this can be your authority figures like your parents and even grandparents. And Mercury was upright with solar flares, and solar flares is activate. So there could have been, and possibly one of the lives with your mother in this life, but maybe in a past life, there was some issues with an authority figure where communication, maybe you weren't allowed to communicate in some way, shape,
Double
or form.
sun and moon both in Capricorn.
Ah,
And so that pushes people's buttons when they hear that authority at base. And
yeah,
I'm not always conscious of it, of course, being the moon. And
yeah,
Aquarius rising, I can teach you about it in the
yeah.
process
Yeah.
also.
So I am picking up now with the fifth house in reverse. There could have been obviously issues. You were probably a child, or maybe she was your child. I don't know. But children, issues with children because it's in reverse. And then there could have been finances or some stability, home and children with finances with the bull, because the bull has to do with cultivate. So being able to cultivate happiness, being able to cultivate that the bond with children or happiness with children. So I wouldn't be surprised, maybe something happened in that life that you brought back. And the fact that you're really connected with her tells me there was some sort of connection there. Yeah. Well, we
Yes,
got,
it was a
yeah,
plantation era in the plantation era in the mid 1800s around Atlanta, Georgia. I was
yeah.
a plantation owner, evidently.
And we got retrograde and revax. So this has to do with going back and not able to, that's why you're looking into retrogrades. And it talks about Leo. Leo rules children, right? Love. And Pallas Athena, maybe somebody had a challenging, speaking of mom, could have had some challenges with expressing love or showing love. Now, in this life, you're her child, but in a past life, maybe it was the other way around, possibly,
Yes, yes, my
Pallas
mom
Athena.
did. The
And then
cool, distant Aquarian.
Pluto control. Pluto, there was some control. There could have been some power struggles there in some way. And because children, anybody's been a parent, there's always power struggles with children. Who's going to be the parent?
Elementary school teachers are
Yeah.
famous for that. She
Yeah.
was one of those.
But even if we take it, and I'm just going to pull these up. Okay, so Taurus talks about security. Somebody didn't feel safe, right? And so the number 2, there could have been some finance charges, second house, but definitely didn't feel safe in partnerships. Leo, of course, is 5. Once again, love, the heart center. Leo rules children, 5, 5th house again. Retrograde is number 15. So when we look at, that's of course going back to the past, 1, new beginnings with children, comes 6. There was a lot of work. It was a difficult job, right? Retrograde. Pallas Athena, this is in reverse, but the 3, communication, the thinking, the mind, right? And then the 0, the God essence. Somebody wasn't able to really think with compassion, the God essence here. So Pallas Athena, of course, is a woman. So, and then Pluto, 27. You can see that. 2, partnerships, 7 in 7th house contracts, but 7, 8, 9 has to do with endings. So there's some sort of connection with you and your mother.
Are these present influences? Where does Leo come from?
Well, Leo, it rules children.
Why are you mentioning Leo?
Because, you have the parent-child dynamic. But Leo doesn't just rule children, it rules love. It rules expression. So Leo rules the 5th house. So there is in this life, a parent-child dynamic that probably followed you, like you said, from the last life. But here with Pluto, there was some sort of an ending. 2 and 9. So 2, an ending in a partnership. So you could have been in another life. Either she was the child, or there could have been, a deeper relationship. I mean, how many times have we had people that have gotten married and they feel like at some point they either have a parent-child relationship, which they did in another life, or even a sibling relationship. Oh, I married somebody now, they're more like my brother or more like my sister. But I'm thinking in this, maybe you guys had some sort of marriage contract, because see the 7, and then 2 and 7 comes to 9. That's an ending.
Yeah, that's the only one I know about, being spouses in a past life. And that prevailed pretty much more than
yeah. Well,
child, a little bit, but
there's a
people
thought.
would look at us and think that I was her brother.
Yeah.
They remarked.
And you could have been in one life, but I think in this life, this was some sort of, definitely some sort of contractual agreement, but there's a power struggle and also some sort of an ending, because Pluto rules death. So there's definitely some sort of message there for you.
There's a lot there. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right. And Gina, since this is your first time on the show, tell us just a little bit more about how did you come into this part of your world? Did you have a kind of an awakening? Was there something dramatic that happened in your life where you kind of shifted gears?
Well, part of me being a reader or deep thinker and looking into all of the esoteric things. My mother is Native American. She's Chiricahua Apache. So in indigenous tribes, we've always walked with spirit. We've always walked in between 2 worlds. There was no separation. And my father is a Sicilian and Hungarian Jew. So me having a deep spiritual, I was always kind of the oddball child. And I began having experiences as early as 3. Wow. And my father died when I was 5. So that would be my traumatic experience. And of course, and in those people that are astrology, I've got Saturn in my 8th house. So, and I've got Pluto and Uranus sitting right in my 1st house. Being connected with aliens and Jupiter in my 12th, you know, I love these type of studies and these type of deeper thinking, looking into this stuff. And, you know, I've seen spirits, I've had lots of psychic abilities, and I just loved learning. And the tarot, I met a psychic astrologer who studied with Robert Hahn, and she got me started. And then I just went from there with numerology, you know, different Chinese astrology, Arabic astrology, Babylonian. I would like to learn more of the Vedic system, the Jyotish, which I'm trying to incorporate now. And I love it. Went to school for hypnotherapy, Reiki master, and I love it. It's part of who I am.
And is there a particular demographic group you especially enjoy working with or teaching or sharing readings with?
I have seen people from all different ages, all different races, all different religions, all different backgrounds. And my belief is I come in, when they come to me, I like to do things cold. I don't like to necessarily have any information. Yes, I'm an astrologer, but I incorporate it with my cards. I also brought, and I didn't have a chance to do it, but charms. I have people grab a little charms and we drop it, and then we see what information comes from there. And I just think that incorporating many different, you know, practices gives a very rich reading, gives a lot of information, and for people to take back and kind of process. And so they get their information from many different ways.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It makes it very unique, not just a tarot reading.
Yeah. Wonderful, wonderful. And where are you geographically located?
Well, I'm located in Belmont, California. I also have, as for those people, because I have been invited to work on crime cases. And so, and I have done in real life, some cases. I was hired by families. So you can find me at unearthedevidence.com and also on Facebook. I have a partner, somebody that I work with who is out of Arizona. And so she does the law enforcement side. I get the name of the victim and a picture, and that's all I get. And I tap in and see what I can pick up. If there's a picture of where person was located, and then she does the research on the case, and I pick up kind of like that show on TV where they work with a medium. So I do my side and she does her side. We met on Veritas 7, and then the group broke up, and then we just continued on. But we work on cases that don't get any necessarily any attention. They're kind of everyday cases. Wow. Where we work together on the Alphabet case and the Natalie Holloway.
All right, and again, because I want to slow it down so people can get this. If you're interested in learning more, go to unearthedevidence.com. Unearthedevidence.com, and then you could also click here, and that'll take you to her Facebook page. Yes. And so that's another way to reach. Then you can click message and send a message. So, well, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's always great to have a new friend joining the Awakening World. And stick around, because we are about to go to one of the most wonderful parts of the Awakening World, which is music with our house musical artist, Omashar.
Thank you. Thank you, Gina. Welcome.
It almost looked like you were reaching for your guitar there, bro. It was like, wow, hey.
I was reaching for my guitar and for my giraffe. So they're my, what are they? My comfort animals and machines. So anyway, everybody stand up. This is one where you don't want to miss a moment of this dancing thing. This is the second iteration, hey Adora, of Love the Life You Live and Live the Life You Love. So, here we go. Are you ready? Good. Woo! creation. Life is what you make it. Sometimes you have to fake it to walk upon a new path, to set yourself free. Freedom is our birthright. Together we will take flight and open the horizons of this new reality. Love the life you live the life you love. Wake up, it's time for us to make up and walk the same direction, the one in which we're rising as one world family. The earth itself is changing, our lives are rearranging to ones of joy and laughter, peace and harmony. Love the life you live the life you love. Bring yourself to life, bring yourself to love. Love the life you live the life you love. Love yourself to life, give yourself to love. And now the choice is made, we hear the call to freedom. Our lights will reveal all. There are no shadows, no fall. The one in which we're living, the one in which we're loving, the one in which we're giving our life force to all. Our sisters and our brothers are lifting one another, respecting all of nature and seeing the you and me, seeing the you and me, seeing the you and me. Seeing the you and me. Love the life you live the life you love. Bring yourself to life, bring yourself to love. Love the life you live the life you love. Love yourself to life, give yourself to love. Creation, freedom, wake up, this nation.
Wow. A new song, a new Omashar song.
Love the life you live the life you love. Yes, it was interesting because my internet died completely, utterly, and totally. And my friend upstairs, he sent a ping signal back to the internet dudes and came on just in time for this moment. So thank you,
Wow.
angels,
Wow.
and thank you, dancing kings and queens.
What a great song. That was fabulous. Our wild monk of the Mystic Monastery, Jerry, you were really rocking and rolling. And I'm going to mention, by the way, we've got this new Meet Our Community program. And next week, Jerry is going to be who we're going to meet on Wednesday night. We're going to learn more about Jerry and the wild monk of the Mystic Monastery. And he was dancing up a storm just now. So
Yay. Thank you, Jerry. You rock, brother.
that's pretty cool. And thank you, Omisha. That was a great song. I love that one. Thank you for just all that you bring to our show.
And a surprise for the end. So stick around, guys.
All right, stick around. I'm excited now. All right, we'll see you in a little while. We've got two more SoulSearch guests. And to introduce our next one, we go back to the lovely co-host, Barbara Tintori.
Wow. First of all, I love surprises, so I can't wait. And secondly, gosh, live the life you love, the life you live the life you love. Isn't that 2026? This is what we're bringing.
It truly is. Love the life you live and live the life you love. And it was interesting because I was actually watching a while ago a program from England. It was based out of I don't know if it was Jamaica or Cuba or somewhere, and they were on a beach, and there was a little sign, and somebody had written on it, "Love the life you live the life you love." It was hand scrawled, and I thought, there's a song right there. And so I extrapolated it, and Goddess of Music came in and filled in the blanks. So anyway, thank you. Nice to see you both. Love you. See you in a bit.
Love you. Thank you for taking the leap with that. That is amazing on behalf of everyone. Whew. It's amazing. Well, talk about high vibration. Every time I go to introduce Anya and her amazing husband, Mark, something always happens before, just that the vibration just goes so high, and it is just absolutely perfect timing. So I have Anya Sophia with me. She and her amazing husband, Mark Sorensen, some of you may have seen them. They have the company Love My Crystals. They are here at many of our shows. They always speak to a packed house because they are the masterful stewards of one of the most healing crystals on the planet, the Palinette crystal. And Anya is going to share the history of Palinette, how this miraculous crystal came from the planet Trenton, 130 light years away. We expand our mind, we open our mind to the possibilities, that this crystal was actually once a spaceship which crashed and crystallized upon impact over 1,000 years ago in Amarillo, Texas. And so we're going to discover with Anya tonight just the amazing and sacred journey she's been on with the Palinette crystal, being such a divine, sacred steward of this crystal and bringing it to the world, traveling all over the world. You and Mark just got back from Egypt doing sacred grid work and healing, and with this crystal that she's going to share with you tonight, and how it can just raise one's frequency exponentially within minutes, and you will experience this accelerated ascension. I speak from experience.
Well, thank you for that introduction, Barbara. Where do I go from here, guys? Wow. First of all,
plenty.
Yeah. Where do I go? First, I want to say I'm humbled and I'm grateful to be an ambassador for these crystals and the Trentinians that work with these crystals. These crystals come from the planet Trenton, and the Trentinians are similar to the Palladians or the Arcturians. They're here to assist with the ascension of the planet. With everything you just said, yes, there's so much going on with the crystals, and I'm kind of like, do I start from here and now and work a little backwards, or do I start from the beginning and go to now, or
where does it resonate?
It's I think from now it'll work a little bit backwards. She brought up Egypt, and Mark and I had an incredible life-changing experience of practically 2 weeks in Egypt, just so short of 2 months ago, 3 months ago now, I think it was. And when we were there, we were guided to continue to do the grid work with these. So these have been placed in guided places in Egypt now. The Giza pyramids is one of the locations. So I'm starting backwards saying this, that these crystals are here to help the ascension of the planet. And one of the main ways they're doing it is they're creating a grid around the world. We have an online store, and then we meet a lot of wonderful people who I call Palinette companions, who purchase these and then they take them back to their country. And so now we have them in Egypt. Recently, Mark, he is currently in Canada in the Toronto region. Excuse me, I'm not too familiar with Canada. I'm not from there. I'm from here. But so when I pause on it, thinking, he's on this side of Canada. And he started out over on Vancouver side of Canada, and he drove all the way across. Took him about 10 days or so, I think it was. And he just did this 2 weeks ago. So yes, he was driving through the snow. And he was guided where to place the crystals all across Canada, from Vancouver Island all the way over to Toronto. So we do have people that have them in Canada, but they are being gridded. They're being guided where they go to. And so what's so amazing about these is that the frequency is so high with these that when they come in contact with anything living, people, animals, and places, they dissolve the lower frequencies very gently, and they raise the frequency of wherever they're at and wherever they're being used. So they're being used personally by wearing them as a pendant, like I got on right here. They're also being used, we're making different product lines with it. So that's something that's kind of new too, because we're having so many different products develop out of the crystal that we're now like thinking, well, now we have these energy products that are going out in different ways. So
Greater reach.
yeah, as I was sharing with you, we just recently launched our Pelanet crystal singing bowls.
They are gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful.
So it's a three bowls. And the way, what's so miraculous, I guess, about these is they all have the Pelanet in it, but two of them are blended with other crystals. And again, this was also guided on how to make them and how they would affect individuals and the environment. And so the crystal singing bowl set, we played them a couple of times, and this is, like I said, they're new. We played them a couple of times and we actually smelt ozone coming in the air. So the potential of what this crystalline technology can do, we're just tapping into it. We also have our Pelanet Power Plates, which is the world's first orgonite with Pelanet in it. So you have your EMF protection, and it's raising the frequency through the plates. We're working right now, anybody out there might know anybody, we are really wanting to work with farmers, agricultural and cannabis farms and wineries, because these crystals also help plants grow faster and cleaner.
Wow.
So let's just imagine that for a minute.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're right now developing with orgonite a new product line that can be put into the ground and help the agriculture.
So what is the fabric? Like, how is it put into the ground? Is it in some sort of vessel, or is it loosely put in the ground?
Well, we're developing it right now.
Yeah.
And so it's going to have, I don't know, I'm sure a lot of you here might be familiar with those copper spirals.
Yes.
That help the plants grow. So we put the Pelanet dust inside that copper spiral.
Wow.
And then we put that into a Pelanet infused power pyramid.
Wow.
That is made with resin and orgonite.
Yeah.
So that's the general of it. But again, it's being developed right now. And then we want to take that to the different farms.
That's amazing. So maybe you can talk a little bit about why you and Mark, how you became the stewards of this amazing healing source.
Mark and I are originally healers from Sedona, and we had an office in Sedona. Currently, we don't have an office. The crystal is for sale in Sedona, but we don't have an office there currently because we hit the road running, taking these to the public once we found out what these did. So we've been doing a lot of traveling for 4 years now. But originally we're healers, and we were invited to be stage managers at a UFO conference. And not usually something we do. We're healers, paranormal investigators, yes, but not something we normally do. And Mark was like, hey, why don't we go and do this? I said, sure. Well, let's see who's speaking, what it's all about. And when I looked at the speaker list, I noticed this gentleman's name, Dwayne Ollinger. Now, he's actually the owner of these crystals. So we ended up being stage managers and meeting Dwayne and hearing his story. Dwayne Ollinger has a TV show called The Mystery of Blind Frog Ranch. It is in its 5th season, I want to say now, on Discovery and Amazon. And there's a lot of interesting things happening on his ranch. So upon being at the conference, though, we heard his story. And his story was really what he can't or he hasn't been able to say on the show, which was about his 9-year relationship with the General Jeremiah of the Unified Galactic Federation. And basically that relationship developed, and they ended up doing testing on the land where these crystals come from. And they tested and they verified where these crystals come from, that they're off planet and they're not from here. And the one thing that element they found in this is called palanet, and it's found on the planet Trenton. Mark and I went and did paranormal investigation on Blind Frog Ranch, and we did investigation on his New Mexico property and on his Texas property where these come from. And when we did the investigation in Texas, what was downloaded to us was exactly the information that he had verified. So we're standing on the ground with these crystals, and we're feeling the frequencies, and we're getting with light language, and we're decoding it. We're feeling like this is a ship and it crashed a little over 1,000 years ago, and these beings were benevolent. And we didn't know that he had already had that in an email verified and tested. Yeah. So when we found out through kinesiology and also the frequency of these through a technology that Dwayne had downloaded and developed, made out of copper, basically this machine thing that he developed, I don't know how to put it other than say it looks like a Tesla device, but you can test the frequency of things on it, and he tested the frequency on this. At that time was about 130,000 hertz, which is super high. They actually had to lower the frequency on these so that they could be in people's hands. And so we ended up taking the crystals back to Sedona. After we did the investigation, we took some of the crystals back to Sedona, and Dwayne said, since you guys are in Sedona, see what you can do with it. So we made a crystal healing bed. We took about 100 of these and we put them underneath the bed in a pyramid format. And we data collected people's experiences. We had an open house Sunday for about 3 months straight, and we data collected on people's experiences on it. And everyone was having either neutral or really expanded experiences on the bed. And we would test their frequency before and after, and we saw no one's frequency was dropping. Upon further investigation and my observation, the way I would say it is that it seems to collapse your trauma bubbles. So if you think of trauma bubbles kind of like a tire with air in it, and when you slowly let the air out of the tire, it takes a while for it to deflate. If we have a trauma bubble and we start the healing process on that, it's layers of healing until finally the bubble goes to neutral. It neutralizes, it dissolves like a tire would over time. And many times we'll be working on something and we think we're done with it, and then a couple years later or months later, we are triggered. We feel that event, whatever it is happening inside of us still, and we go back to work on what it is. Whether the trauma came from this life, the unconscious, or another lifetime, it's still in our system because we can feel it and experience it, right? So what I'm noticing is that when you hold these, when we give out blessings and people hold these in their hands, especially in that first bit when they hold it, they go up super high in frequency. And it's because the trauma bubbles seem to just be collapsing. So if somebody's been doing a lot of work on themselves and really working on themselves, a lot of these bubbles, if you will, are slowly deflating. And then they hold the crystals and pop, 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 they all deflate, and then they go up super high because they're releasing all this density.
And you have verified that they stay at, once you're at that frequency, it's not like you get triggered by something else and the frequency goes down. It remains, it remains at that frequency.
Yeah. So what I'm talking about is someone's everyday frequency.
Yeah. Yes.
So what we use is this right here. I'm just going to lightly show this up here. It's called the map of consciousness. And I show this because when you see this rainbow grid right here, if you were to go online and Google Map of Consciousness by Dr. David Hawkins, if you haven't heard of it, you'll see this picture when you hit images. And it goes from 0 to 1,000. Basically, we're using this to document what the frequency of things are. We do it through kinesiology.
Oh, I've witnessed this so many times, and just to feel into the people who are experiencing this, and many people just have, their first time experiencing anything like this, and it is just to watch the shift in them and to hear what they experience. It's and I've experienced it myself. It's pretty extraordinary.
Yeah. So basically, you know, our frequency can drop a few hertz. You can be going through a detox. You can be going through your own trauma. It can drop a little bit. Yes. I'm talking about your home base where your frequency is on a daily basis. So after you've dissolved something, you're going to go up a little bit higher. Now, according to Dr. Hawkins, he said an individual might only rise 2 to 3 hertz on average. Now, each one of these color lines is approximately 50 to 100 hertz. So if you think about that, that'd be a lot of reincarnation going up that scale. So he said if somebody's doing a lot of spiritual work, they'll do 20 to 30 hertz a lifetime. And somebody who holds these crystals just for the first time, they lots of times will triple their frequency. So say they're at 500 hertz, which is unconditional love, they'll go up to 800, 900, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, whatever they're ready for. It works with you very uniquely. Now, that day that we were doing the paranormal investigation, we're on the land, and I'm being shown about the ship and everything and the benevolent beings. The ground felt way alive, like I'm on a new planet, like a new Earth. It was like breathing. It's pretty cool. And I'm seeing that the ship itself is alive or was alive. And that element is in here. So these are conscious. And as I was seeing it's alive, what I was shown is that when the beings would travel to different places, they get off and on the ship. So they have to acclimate to their environment. Then they got to acclimate back to the ship. And the ship itself would clear them, recalibrate them, and get them up to the same frequency so they can travel at the speed of light or above it, or I'm not sure, but traveling fast, they got to be the same frequency. And so what I'm shown is that that code is in here. It is wanting to get you up to its frequency, but it's a technology beyond our understanding. It knows how the individual is working. So I haven't had anybody tell me they're uncomfortable or they have any bad feedback. It doesn't work too fast with you.
Yeah, yeah. But it becomes your new normal, which is pretty extraordinary. You know, your energetic thermostat is reset, so to speak, so that that becomes the normal to you as an integrated being.
Yeah, people will feel lightheaded. They'll feel a little, you know, energetic usually because, as I mentioned, these make plants grow faster. It seems they're giving life or they're sharing life. So people will have a lot of energy lots of times when they come in contact with the crystal initially, but then they adapt to it.
Can you talk about how it affects people going through illness, for example, or recovering from something, how that has affected? And I have a personal story around this crystal with that, but maybe you could talk a little bit about that as well.
Well, not just illness, let's just say tough times.
Tough times, opportunities, physical opportunities.
Yeah, so let's just look at this from your own personal viewpoint.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking to everybody in the audience as well. Your frequency right now is higher than it was a year ago, 5 years ago, probably 15 years ago. Most of us here on this channel right now, right? So when you look back, when your frequency was, your everyday frequency was a bit lower and you go through something tough, it would last forever. And now it might be challenging right now, but it's not as lasting as it seems because your frequency is higher. The higher your frequency goes, it's more like instead of staying quote unquote like in the hospital for a whole week and stretching it out, you just get a quick shot of the pain and then you get through it real quick. So whether it's an illness, an emotional, something, whatever, you are going to feel something, but and I say go through it because we're here to experience, but we don't have to have a prolonged experience of whatever it is because it is clearing and dissolving less than frequencies all the time. That's the best way I could put it. So if you have an illness, has it healed illnesses? I have had feedback of it healing illnesses. Yes, I have. I'm not going to claim that it does, but I have been told that. And then when somebody is going through something that's challenging, it makes it easier for them to go through the challenges.
My personal story around this is my very good friend's father, who at the time was, I would say, maybe 87. He was in a car accident and he was in the hospital and it was his blood, red blood, it was hemoglobin that had dropped significantly. They were going to do a procedure to infuse him and it was going to be very invasive. And this was a Friday, and they said, we'll do the procedure on Monday. So my good friend purchased a small piece of the Palanet crystal and brought it to her father, who was in the hospital, and laid it next to him, and then laid it on him for a while, and it was just there. And by Monday, I think they said it would be normal to go up. I can't remember now the
I
numbers.
remember.
Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah. So she also got the spray.
She also got
Yeah.
the spray.
Yeah. So hemoglobin, my understanding is it takes about 3 months to go up 1 point in hemoglobin. And this is why we have blood transfusions, because nobody can take that long or they're going to die. So they get a blood transfusion, right? So if he was already down 3 points, give or take, he literally went up 3 points in just a few days.
Like just a few days.
She sprayed the spray on his mouth.
Yes.
And she had the crystal with him, and that was his shift and his change.
And by Monday, his hemoglobin was in a completely different place, and the doctors had no idea. And of course, Jeanette didn't say anything, but they just said, well, whatever it is, it worked. And it was this. Now, I'm not saying that can happen every time, but that just happened to be the experience that I was privy to in this. It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions around Palanet, or, there's a bunch, I haven't even been looking here.
Well, while you look at those, I'm going to come in for a quick minute because I want to acknowledge that I received a wonderful healing treatment from Onya and Mark back at the New Living Expo. I don't know if you remember that, but I really appreciated that. And I actually, after my treatment, it was right at the end of the show, and I couldn't find my car. I was so, I had left my body so much. I was like wandering the parking lot trying to figure out where I'd parked my car. But I want to just acknowledge that Mark and Onya are beautiful. They're a beautiful couple. They're profound healers. And I want to just give my personal experience that I really, really enjoyed. Just the care that you gave to me and the healing abilities that you have. So I just wanted to give that testimonial, and I'll let you get back to the questions that have come in from our audience.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of observations. I don't know, Scott, if you can see specific questions that I have missed, but a lot of excited amplifications of this.
Well, yeah, Dia asks, can the crystal neutralize Monsanto? And I imagine she's talking about what we get from Roundup and some of the poisons that we get. That's how I'm interpreting that question.
I don't know. That's a good question. I can tell you that when you put your drink or your food on our Palanet power plates, it will raise the frequency and clear whatever's in it. To what level? I'm not a scientist. I can't test it that way, but I could tell you that the food and the drink tastes clearer and it's significantly different. So I'm sure it would help it. I don't know how much it would neutralize it. I also wanted to share that the crystals here, to give a comparison with the map of consciousness, rose quartz is at 500 hertz here for unconditional love. Moldavite is at 722 hertz, which is up in this region, and it'll take you to enlightenment, which is known as the stone of transformation. These are currently vibrating at approximately 28,000 hertz. I don't know anything that goes even above 1,000 hertz. It hasn't been shown to me yet as far as a crystal. So if you think like selenite on steroids, it's constantly clearing everything that it comes around.
Yeah.
So would it help? Yes. I don't know if it'll totally get rid of it. I'm sure if I had a scientist, they could take, a little, go in the lab and test it. That would be great.
That would be amazing.
It would be amazing.
We need some funding around this.
Right. Research and development.
Research and development. That's amazing. Well, certainly if your intention is to create a product to actually plant in the ground, that would be part of
what we're doing right now is we've had a couple of rounds actually of plants, the same plant put in different containers, but they're all the same containers. So, and then you have one plant that's growing on its own. You have one plant with just the spiral, and you have another plant with the spiral and the Palanet inside of the spiral. And it's amazing. You see when it's like this tall and then this tall and then this tall.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very
It's
cool.
cool.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I think there was a question on how can we purchase?
Our website is www.lovemycrystals.com.
And we'll put that up
Yeah.
as well.
There it is. I just pulled it up for us.
Yeah.
There it is. And Love My Crystals. And again, notice that crystals is spelt with a Z at the end. Lovemycrystals.com. And is there anything in particular? I mean, of course, it's a beautiful website. There's a lot here. So you can learn all about the crystal singing bowls, the palinette. You know, you can go back and review the story.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to make sure that I show people from this website?
I encourage to go to what is Palinette? If you go over there and click on videos. And here you will see to the left, the one that says 7/28/24. That's our first interview with Ishmael Perez. I'd start there and then work to the right. The second interview is part 2 there. And then the other one is Dwayne talking at one of these UFO conferences. So those first 2 interviews with Ishmael Perez really are all inclusive. They answer a lot of questions. It's almost 4 hours of content on there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you so much for what you're doing. And I'll drop on by and say hello to you tomorrow when we're both at the DoubleTrade.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me. Oh,
Bless you, Onya. Thank you so much.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Well, Barbara, I'm going to stay with you because we've got one last soul searcher. And I'll let you introduce him because he's a virgin to our group. He's new to us.
Yes, he is. It's amazing that you know, we just keep bringing them to you. It's we've got 1 million of them. We've never run out of amazing healers here.
I want to pop in and say that he brought through my mother who just passed 2 months ago.
Oh,
and it was a beautiful message.
Did you all hear that? That's amazing. That Avery brought through Anya's mom who just passed. And I'm so sorry for your loss, Anya. Oh my goodness. Well, it's been a lot of changes. Boy, we have catching up to do. Hello.
Hello there. How are you?
Oh, I love it. This guy, another one, all day,
Hi.
working. I want to introduce everyone to Avery Babon. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Absolutely, you sure
Babon.
did.
It's just such a beautiful name to say. Avery is a certified spiritual medium through the Living in Light Church in right near here. And so, well, not totally near her, but in the Bay Area, San Jose, California.
Correct.
He studied at Morris Pratt Institution with the National Spiritualist Association of Churches. And his intention in life is to offer very evidential messages by giving descriptions of loved ones now in spirit. And his mission is to comfort people in their grief. And
absolutely. And also to do healing as well.
And to do healing as well. That's amazing.
Healing as well.
So. Well, without further ado, I am going to introduce you, or I'm going to present here, get my screen back.
Okay.
I'm going to let you hang with Avery.
Very excited. Please stay here.
Oh, you want me to stay here?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. I feel
Stay
more
here.
comfortable. I'm a little nervous.
I'm the
I'll have to,
emotional support host.
Absolutely. Well, listen, any opportunity to sit next to Barbara is a good choice. Definitely. So maybe just adjust your camera a little bit, Barbara, so we're seeing both of you. And welcome, Avery.
Thank you so
welcome
much.
to the Awakening World.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here and also nervous because it's my very first time.
We're all family.
Happening. And yes, we are all family. So I know that there's really nothing really for me to be nervous about, but being here for the first time is a little bit nerving,
Now, do you do readings for people over Zoom?
Yes, I do readings for people over Zoom a lot of times. So yes. So well, not a lot of times, but when during COVID, when COVID actually hit, my church, which we do readings, we do readings for people over Zoom at my church.
Oh, after COVID.
When COVID hit, I started giving readings for people over Zoom. So yeah.
How did you first kind of discover and cultivate this gift that you have?
Well, as a child, I was able to communicate with spirits. I started by saw spirits when I was about like 5 years old.
Wow.
I saw my very first spirit. I don't know whether or not it was a guide or not, but I saw my very first spirit. It was right in front of my bed, and it actually moved from my bed over to the wall, and it scared the daylights out of me. And from there, it just grew, and I just started seeing spirits all the time. And I started seeing, family members who would pass on. I would also see, you know, just different spirits that I wouldn't even know,
Yeah.
and just I don't know how to really describe it.
Yeah.
I would like in any house that I've been in, like I'd hear footsteps, I'd feel things, I'd hear voices and things like
Yeah.
that.
Well, I love the fact that you had that first experience that scared you, but
Yeah.
you didn't block it.
Yeah.
Like that to me confirms that it's your mission in life.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely. It definitely.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know how to explain it. I'm not really good at explaining
You're
it,
doing great.
unfortunately, but oh, thank you.
You are. This is wonderful.
Yeah. So, but I really love it, and I knew that I just knew that this is a calling
That's
for me.
yeah,
So,
clearly.
and I had to do this. So that's why I became certified.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm here.
Was there
Would you-
ever, oh, sorry, Scott.
No, no, go ahead, Barbara, go ahead.
Was there ever a moment that you just said, no, this is too much, I'm gonna take a break
No.
and come back to it? No,
No.
amazing.
The spirit had always told me that this is what I had to do, and I was like, where will where can I get the opportunity to do
That's
this?
what-
I was always looking.
And here you are.
Here I am.
So we don't need to be nervous.
Yeah. So and I feel like spirit had always pushed me to do this,
Yeah.
and I finally got it.
I love that.
I never ever really took a break,
Wow.
because my whole entire life I've always communicated with spirit, whether that be spirits that are earthbound,
Yeah.
or spirits that are
Have
that have
Pat.
have-
And that's, if you could, for I'm sure our audience is most likely aware, but if you could, because that's an important distinction for me,
Mhm.
earthbounds and then those who have successfully transitioned.
Mhm.
Oftentimes, mediums can see one or the other, not often can they see both.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've been able to see both.
Wow.
And I think that's because I'm just that open to see both. And like I said, it was a little scary to see both,
Yeah.
and but I feel comfortable with both.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Scott, did you have a question that you?
Well, yeah, I'm wondering, would you like to do, should we ask if there's someone in the audience
Yeah, I would
recently
love.
lost a loved one, and see if you want to bring on, yeah?
Absolutely. I'm more than happy to do that. But first, before I do that, I keep getting something that I keep getting I don't know if it's a collective or not, and this is the second time it's happened to me today. And so before I do that, I need to get it out. There is a gentleman that's coming through, and I feel like it's an elderly gentleman, and if somebody wants to let me know. I'm getting an elderly gentleman. It could be a grandfather, it could be a father, and I keep seeing an army uniform. It was an army uniform. This gentleman was in the army, and could have been in his like 50s or later. And his hair is a little grayish, and he just keeps coming through. I don't, he's not really giving me much but that right now. And then the other thing that I keep getting is a dog, a brown dog, and I want to say it was either a Shih Tzu or something in that region. Does anybody recognize that?
So if anybody recognizes either of those, send me a text message, because I've got multiple people with their hands up. So send me a
Really?
text message, if that relates to anybody. Okay.
I gotta figure out, yeah, and once they do, I gotta figure out what they want to relay with that.
Right. Okay. So I think Kath, if I understand correctly, I think Kath might be relating to that. Is that true, Kath? And if so, unmute yourself.
No, I was
No.
I was trying to raise my hand for earlier.
Oh,
So,
okay.
sorry.
That's all
Okay.
right. Anybody else relating to the possible somebody with an army uniform on, 50s or older, or a recently deceased brownish Shih Tzu or small dog? No.
May I ask, was the person in the army, did you get any kind of a nationality? Was the US Army or another
It was
country?
it was U.S. Army is what
Mm.
I'm picking up.
Mhm.
And they're just coming to me. And sometimes that just happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes like I don't, it's kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah, pops in, absolutely. And you have to say it
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
they're
Sometimes-
knocking at the door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sometimes it won't be for any particular
Yeah.
person. Sometimes they just pop up. It's
Well,
kind of
you know, in the medium world, there is something called, psychic amnesia, that
yeah.
when you're put on the spot, you just can't see what's in front of you. Then you get
Right.
home and you explain this to someone and they say, your uncle was in the army, or
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it hits you.
Yeah. And then somebody's like, "Oh wait, I had a dog, a brown dog."
Absolutely, yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like
Sure.
it could be general. So, anyways, with that being said, I'm just going to give that to the group. So if anybody just suddenly that clicks for somebody,
Yeah.
they can,
Yeah, send me a text message, then I'll bring you up. We do have some people who've raised their hands.
Okay.
So we're going to go to Julia Stauffer first. Julia, can you turn your camera on? There she is.
Hi, Julia.
Hi, Julia. How you doing?
I'm trying to get unmuted here.
You're good.
So I'm good. This is why I had my camera off.
But he died several years. Yeah.
Okay.
That I was just answering your question. My brother was in the Air Force.
Okay.
And he died several years ago.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't know if you said that the death had been recent.
Sometimes, well, I'm not sure. I'm not getting a year how long ago this person had passed. Was he? He's not giving me how old he was when he passed, but I'm being shown he is older. This gentleman is older when he passes. Would that make sense? Because he's showing me with grayer hair.
All right.
Would
Then
that
it probably wouldn't have been my brother.
Okay, it would not have been your older brother. Would it be a father? Is there a father that has passed on for you?
There's been a father, but he was never in the service.
Okay. Would this father have grayer hair?
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's a father that's coming through for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I do get a father for you. He has grayish hair. And was he a little stout?
Not in the terms of what I think of as stout now.
Okay, well, sure. Not like
but he wasn't heavy.
No,
Heavy.
he had a beer belly.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm showing. That's what he's showing me. He had a beer belly, but he wasn't like, like boom, like heavy like today's
right
modern day. I'm being shown someone who had a beer belly. Okay. And he's showing me like sitting on a couch and drinking a beer kind of like thing. Okay, I'm also smelling cigar smoke or
yeah.
These are things that he's showing me, and I'm also kind of seeing. These are a way that they validate for me. Okay, these are evidence that they like to bring through. Okay. He's bringing that cigar or cigarette smoke back to you. And when they bring that back to you, to me, that represents that they want you to relax. Okay. Does that you resonate with that? Because they want you to relax or take it more easy. Okay. Does that resonate with you? Do you understand that?
Sure, sure.
Okay. Because something has been on your mind lately, and it's like you've been super focused on something, and your mind has just been a little too. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't
do.
describe that. And so
Living between two worlds, is that something along that line?
yeah, yeah. And so your mind has been super focused, super focused, super focused. So your father is giving you that cigar smoke or cigarette smoke to try to tell you relax. It's not necessarily smoke.
Yeah.
Okay. He's not
Gotcha.
telling you, go ahead and smoke.
He was a cigar smoker though.
Okay. Okay.
So
Because
it would I can see, yes, he would do that to break his
Right.
he was a chemist
okay. Okay.
and engineer and all of that kind of stuff. So he would smoke to break the tension.
Oh,
So I would understand that.
okay. And so that's what he's doing for you. And to me, that tells me to tell you to kind of like relax a little bit. And I feel like that's the only thing that's bringing you a lot of tension. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then I'm hearing laughter, and it sounds like you laughing. He wants you to laugh a little bit more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So a little bit more. And he wants you to get out, and he wants you to come here. Okay.
Here to where you are or here to where he is?
Oh, not where he is. No.
No. Where we are. Where we are.
Okay. Well, my plan is to live to 120, and I'm 80 now.
Well, you'll make it to at least.
So, and I'm going to work till I'm 90, and then I'm going to go swim with the dolphins and the whales. So I think I'll be relaxed by the time I get to the 90.
Yeah.
But maybe he wants me to make sure I get there.
I have a question. How are your legs and your knees?
They're good. I walk my dog and do all that, and I can climb. I can get up off of the floor. You know, I can lay down with my dog and just stand up.
Yeah.
So I'd say my legs are in pretty good shape.
I'm going to come in because I want to bring on Anasuya and Margie. So thank you, Julia, for sharing with us.
Yeah,
and
thank you very much. It was fun.
And this is one of our favorite people. She's a presenter on the show frequently, Anasuya, who just lost her mother. So
I'm so sorry to hear that. Anasuya, how you doing?
Thank you. In general, I'm good. I have my health challenges, many of them, and I have a lot of grief right now.
I see that. I see that. What's going on with your heart?
Are you talking about my physical or my emotional?
Well, I don't know because I'm being shown the heart right now. Well, it might be emotional, but also it has I'm just giving what I get. What I get. It could be emotional, but I also I'm just going to stop there. I'm just going to stop there.
Or you can just say what you see.
The spirit just keeps showing me the heart. It could be physical as well, but I'm also getting emotional. There definitely seems to be a lot of heaviness. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I'm grief stricken.
Okay. And that's what it might be. That's what I might be seeing a lot of. And I definitely feel a lot of heaviness with you. Was your mom bald?
Yes, close to it, close to it. Mhm.
Okay, because I'm seeing a lady that had no hair. Okay, or at least
it was very thin, very fine. Yeah, so it gave that appearance, but it was hair there.
Okay, okay. So she's actually coming through. Has one finger up right now. So I don't know what the symbol of one finger means. So that could be in 1 week, 1 month, something about the number one. Okay, so she's showing me the number one. What does the number one represent? There's something with the number one. Either this could have been the month, the first month or something like that. I don't know. There's something with number one.
Sure what the one represents. I mean, she was born on the 10th, but
On the 10th.
February. So I don't know. I don't know what one means. She passed on November 8th. So it's been more than 1 month. So I'm not really sure.
Okay, hold on.
It could be new beginnings.
Okay, it could be new beginnings too. All right. Yeah. But just know that she's here with you. Have you been going through a lot of anxiety?
Yeah.
Okay. That's where this is coming from. I think that's where all this is coming from as well. Just bear with me a little bit. Sometimes I don't understand what I see. Okay. I see whatever I see, and sometimes spirit won't let it go. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's good. Just
Yeah.
you're the vessel.
They're working with you on everything that's been going on with you. Okay. You've been going through a lot the past year, last year, I want to say, and this year, and they're just they're gonna work with you. And don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. Love and blessings to you. I'm not getting too much else, but love and blessings to you. Know that your mom is there with you. Okay.
Thank you.
So very welcome. God bless you.
All right. By the way, Anasuya is going to be a featured person on next week's show as we're celebrating Martin Luther King holiday. So we're looking forward to Anasuya as a presenter. We're going to bring up our last person for you, and thank you so much. This is our good friend Margie. She's a regular global peace triber who's been with us going back to the beginning. So,
hi Margie, how you doing?
I'm also on SoulSearch, which Barbara knows. So that's fun.
I'm so happy to see you.
Nice to see you. So I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Avery.
Avery. A friend of mine passed away suddenly 2 weeks ago. And you know, I mean, I had a couple of days of grief, but I don't feel sorry for those who cross over because they're free. But I just am really curious why she had to go suddenly, without any warning. They just found her in her apartment. And, what is she up to? What's going on? What is she doing up there now? And why did she have to go at this time? Do you want to know her name?
Yeah, what is her? It's funny that you brought up you brought it up that it was a she, because before you even said she, I knew it was a she. I knew it was a female.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to say it. I was like, oh, it's a she. It's a female. And I was like, but she is fine. You can tell me your name after I tell you this. It was her time to go. It was actually her time to go. Though her soul is very young, when she had crossed, it seems like she's a very young person. Was she in her like 60s?
Oh, she was older than that. She was 86.
Oh, 86. Why did she look like she was in her 60s?
Because that's how she looked. That's how she
Really?
looked. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she always dressed herself really nicely, and she was, just very pretty for her age, and
wow.
very lively, very
Uh-huh.
lively person.
This lady, she had so much energy. She was full of energy. Yeah, it was a natural cause. It was her time to go. It was nothing What was her name?
Her name is Irene Watson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's kind of what I felt, but I wasn't sure if maybe there was like some sudden mission that she got called over for, something, a new adventure.
No.
But yeah, it sort of felt like she had the grace to be able to have that karma to just literally drop the body. You know what I mean? Not have to go through a lot of suffering. But
Absolutely.
thank you. I just wanted to check in on her, and I
No problem.
appreciate the time.
Also, do you have a father who's in spirit?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm also seeing I work clairvoyantly. I have to explain my process. I work clairvoyantly for the most part. So I'm seeing like a father rate of vibration who comes in on the father's side of the house. So your father is standing directly behind you on the father's side.
What
And
do you mean by the father's side?
it's on the left side of the house, on the left shoulder.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And he's coming through younger than when he had crossed over. Or that's how I'm feeling is when he crossed over, he was older, but he's coming through younger. Okay. In his prime ages when he actually liked it. Okay. And he's got more energy and he's dancing. All right. Does that ring a bell with you?
Um, well, I wouldn't say he was a dancer, but I mean, I'm sort of curious. Do you think that he's already incarnated into another body and maybe he's young, but his spirit is able to kind of divide his time?
He hasn't incarnated yet into another body, but what's happened is he's still on the other side. But um he's just he just has more energy. And what I mean by dancing is he's just got more energy,
Okay.
because I feel like he didn't have much energy, you know. But I mean, as people age, they don't really have much energy anyways. So
Sure, sure. He also died suddenly, he just dropped the body,
Right.
anyway. Yeah, that was kind of a shock, but that was a long time ago, 1993. But I'm happy to have him hanging around me. He was a really good soul. Yeah.
sends you a lot of love. And there's an anniversary. Is there an anniversary coming? As I'm
Yes.
seeing anniversary. And the way I see that is, first of all, I heard it, and then I see like a birthday cake with anniversary.
Interesting. What is today? The 10th?
Yes.
Ah, okay. Well, he passed on the 23rd of January.
Okay.
Yeah. But actually, I just realized now yesterday was the anniversary of my sister passing. Is she hanging around anywhere around me?
Directly behind you. Usually when they come in, when a sister or another relative comes, they are directly behind you. Does she
Ooh,
have red
wow.
hair?
I'm sorry, what was
Does
that?
she have red hair? I'm seeing somebody with red hair.
Did she have red hair? No, she did not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I apologize.
that's all right. No, I mean, she was sort of, blondish, but, in her younger days, but not, not at the time that she passed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, love and blessings to you.
thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
We'll see you. It's good to see you.
Take care.
Avery, I'm actually going to come in for a moment because I've actually had 3 significant deaths in the last 3 months. All 3 pretty significant people that in my life, and just curious if you're noticing anybody around me that might be one of those 3.
One wouldn't happen to be a brother, would it?
No, but I always called him a brother. He wasn't a physical brother, but we were definitely soul brothers.
Give me a second.
Take your time, and if nothing comes in, that's totally okay.
I have to be honest with you. I apologize. I'm not getting anybody at this time.
Okay, thank you for being honest. I appreciate that.
And
Yeah.
that's just how I am. I'm very honest. And so thank you for let me try.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I respect your honesty as opposed to, trying to make something happen just because the host of the show is asking me. So it shows your integrity. It really does. It's beautiful.
I'm a very honest person. If I can't get anything, I will be honest with you.
You are you are the vessel of spirit, and you can't make something happen that's not happening.
Yeah.
For whatever reason that we have no idea why, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I would, if you ever come here to the Soul Search in person, I'd really love to, see if I can connect
You'll
with them.
see him tomorrow.
Well, I will see you tomorrow because I'm presenting here at 12 noon. So I'll look you up and find you tomorrow.
Okay, and hopefully we'll see,
Yeah.
come visit me tomorrow excuse me, come see me tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to give you a reading tomorrow.
Great, thank you. And for everybody, I want to let people know how you can find him. His website is Medium Avery Babone, to pronounce it Babone, mediumaverybabone.com. And this is how you can reach him. You can get in touch with him. You can take a look at his upcoming events. You can connect with him on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube. And Avery, what a beautiful man you are. You have such a lovely heart. And I really appreciate, thank you so much for the support that you gave to several of our Global Peace Tribers tonight. Thank you so much.
Yes, I'm very happy that I was able to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anything else you'd like to share with our audience?
What's that?
Anything else you'd like to share with the audience tonight?
I can't think of anything else. That's it.
Come see him in Roanoke Park.
Yeah, come see me.
Yeah, come see Avery, come see me. Roanoke Park is the place to be.
Place to be. It's happening.
All right.
Thank you, Avery.
You're so welcome.
Thank you, Avery.
You're very welcome. Love and blessings to each and every one of you guys.
Thank you.
All
And
right.
I want to let people know, and I'll let Barbara tell us a little bit about it, because our beloved Tangela couldn't be with us tonight, but she's got a women's empowerment retreat coming in magical Sedona. So please tell us about it, Barbara.
Yes, there are a few spots left. She is doing this amazing goddess getaway retreat with Anahata Ananda. It's just this amazing space for healing, for releasing, for kind of, as she says, unleashing the creative power of your divine feminine, learning tools, connecting with other goddesses, awakening, exploring in this safe and sacred space in one of the most magical and powerful places on earth, that is Sedona. It is coming up February 6th to the 8th. If you are interested, I think we have the link up here. We have the information here. There is a QR code. There is a website you can go to. And are we putting that in the link in the chat?
Yeah, why don't you pop the link in the chat along with that, and I can also put it in too. Here we go. I got it. I grabbed it. And
along with all of the amazing transformation that SoulSearch is doing, Tangela, you would think this would be enough. Our amazing creatrix Tangela is just, SoulSearch is growing by leaps and bounds this year, not only with our expos, but with SoulSearch TV. And so she just thought she would throw a goddess retreat in the mix because, hey, her love to serve and to help especially women awaken to who they authentically are as we approach this new amazing timeline and year. I can't imagine a better way to bring in 2026. If I could be there, I will be handling other soul things. I can't be with her in Sedona, but if I could blink myself there, Samantha Stevens style, for all of you who are old enough to know Bewitched, I so would, February 6th to the 8th. So if you have a chance, see if it resonates with you, and you are welcome to join her there.
beautiful. You look a little bit like Elizabeth Montgomery. I was definitely a Bewitched fan.
Wow, that is probably the greatest compliment you could give me. She was
Yeah.
when
Yes.
we were little, my sister and I, we'd watch the old reruns, and I'd say, she's me, or she's me. Whoever said she's me first embodied her.
But
And I
can you do the wiggle of the nose?
not like she can, but I work
That
on
was
it.
pretty good. That was pretty good, Barbara. Well, thank you.
Handle the
So
magic however you can.
Thank you. It's been another wonderful show. Thank you for your enthusiasm, your positive energy. And I will perhaps see you. Maybe we'll get our dogs together when the show's over.
Absolutely. He's ready.
Okay.
I've already told him. He's waiting for Jazzy Bear.
Mine is right down here. So we'll get them together in about 10 or 15 minutes.
Wonderful. Thank you for allowing me to share this space with you, your heart and your love, and Omashar, your music, and everybody in this beautiful family. Thank you for allowing me to share this night with you. I'm honored.
Such a pleasure. And we are going to get to an Omashar song, but just before that, it is our prayer time. And Tiara will be leading our prayers tonight. Desiree is leading a singles group wherever she is geographically. So it is Tiara doing prayer time tonight.
Thank you, Scott. Hello, everyone. Whew. So taking a moment to integrate everything that we just experienced with the readings, the beautiful crystals, rolling back in the show. And I'm taking a moment to gently bring in some of the conversation that we were having in the chat earlier, honoring anything other than love that may be present. And one of our tasks in our joy, in our inspiration, and in our magic and mystery and miracles is also to hold anything other than that. And we know that as light and dark balance and become more intensified, it can bring all that up within us as well as around us. And so I'm just weaving in gently space for any of the trauma. We talked about trauma bubbles, healing them with the crystals, anything that we may have read or heard that caused upset because it's other than love. And when we're programmed for love, to be able to integrate those other things that may hurt, may cause concern, may bring up fear, it's a great task to be able to do that, to be able to hold the light and make room for the feelings and realities that others are experiencing. In this time of great media, we get so much so fast, and our bodies and our minds and our spirits are still learning how to absorb that amount of information. And so when we have the overwhelm and we have the triggers and we have the real life situations, it's a lot. And we want to honor that. And we want to bring through the power that we have in this galactic global peace tribe to bring through the love and the light. And we're reaching out and up and down and beyond to call in all the powers that are available to help us at this time, here, now, and beyond, not only for the collective, but for our own personal well-being, our own personal hearts, our own personal souls. And so we call upon Mother, Father, God, Grandmother, Grandfather, Allah, Yeshua, Stone People. We call on the heavens and the earth and all the planetary beings, known and unknown, as far out as we can imagine with our minds and our hearts. And we ask for assistance for this human species that we're a part of. We ask for assistance in our ability to alter our behaviors for the benefit of all life. And we know the task that we have in our light to stay positive, to be kind to ourselves and others, And we have mercy for those who haven't had the blessings that we've had. And we invite them to come into our vibration. And we call upon the heavens and beyond to help us at this time to keep peace on our planet, to bring it in more deeply, to allow these changes that are taking place to do so with more mercy, with more benevolence. And our hearts and our prayers go out to all those who are suffering now. And then we can scoop up this joy that we create when we're together, and we can bring that in. And notice how you can hold more of both. And so just honoring, even in our chat, that we had a space where we can share, and balancing that communion with each other with the gifts that our presenters are bringing in. And so I just really want to bless those who were here earlier that may have had to leave, that may have felt cut off or even chastised. And we send a special love and light to you. Love and light and healing. And even as we say this prayer, just feeling the anxiety, feeling the fear in the collective, and balancing that with the passion for the people that care, for the light workers, for the boots on the ground, for those brave souls that are speaking out, even at their own risk and peril. And we use all of our light and all of our power to help all those doing their part to create this awakening, peaceful world. Hoshime ekina haswina swe kachana maswe homa alikini swinasa kotona amisi kitina washwene natsawa okola niti shwa amasete katane homase kitina waswateana moshe kemi eseta unashwina heseta. And just honoring all that's around us. We ask for greater peace, greater love, greater light. And breathing this in and expanding this through our hearts, through our collective tribe. Good. And so I hand this big, beautiful heart of love back to you, Scott. And our beautiful closing tonight.
That was a beautiful, beautiful prayer. Beautiful. I want to make clear that when I made a request that we kind of reduce the political talk, I absolutely was not chastising anybody. I appreciate activism. I appreciate that being an activist is not an easy thing to do, and it's an important thing, and we honor it. But I also want us to find that balance that for just 2 or 3 hours on Saturday night, let's try and put some of that aside and drop into inspiration with each other. And that's where I was coming from with that. But I would never chastise any of our Global Peace Tribers. Thank you for the beautiful prayer. And we are going to conclude, as we love to, with our beloved Omashar. And he's got a really special song, and I'm curious to hear and see what this special thing is.
Thrown like a star in my vast sleep, I opened my eyes to take a peep, to find that I was by the sea, gazing with tranquility. 'Twas then when the hurdy-gurdy man came singing songs of love. Then when the hurdy-gurdy man came singing songs of love. Hurdy-gurdy, hurdy-gurdy, gurdy-gurdy, he sang. Hurdy-gurdy, dying of humanity. 'Twas then when the hurdy-gurdy man came singing songs of love. Then when the hurdy-gurdy man came singing songs of love. Hurdy-gurdy, hurdy-gurdy, hurdy-gurdy-gurdy, he sang. Hurdy-gurdy, hurdy-gurdy-gurdy-gurdy, he sang. Hurdy-gurdy-gurdy-gurdy-gurdy-gurdy, he sang. Oh, oh, oh. Thrown like a star in my vast sleep, I opened my eyes to take a peep, to find that I was by the sea, gazing with tranquility. 'Twas then when the hurdy-gurdy man comes singing songs of love. Then when the hurdy-gurdy man comes singing songs of love. Hurdy-gurdy, hurdy-gurdy-gurdy-gurdy, he sang. Here comes the roly-poly man, and he's singing songs of love. Roly-poly, roly-poly, roly-poly-poly, he sang. Here comes the hurdy-gurdy man, and he's singing songs of love. Hurdy-gurdy-gurdy man, and he's singing songs of love. Here comes the hurdy-gurdy man, and he's singing songs of love. Whoa, whoa, here comes the hurdy-gurdy man, and he's singing songs of love. Oh, oh,
Wow, what a great cover of a classic song. You know, we're talking about Bewitched. I mean, Hurdy-Gurdy Man and Donovan, that really takes us back. I think, 8 years old when that song came out. So what a great cover, Omashar. Absolutely.
You'll never be old, Scott, and we know what's going to be in our head as we go to bed tonight.
It's true. That is what's going to be in my head. And Margie points out that the Hurdy-Gurdy Man was Maharishi Mahesh Yogi.
Right.
Which some people didn't know. I didn't know that. I was wondering, well, who was the hurdy-gurdy man? And Margie must have heard my my thought. I was going to ask.
She did. We're all tuned into the field here. Thank you, Margie. That was a great insert.
Absolutely. Thank you, Margie. All right. Well, thank you, Omashar. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go to gallery view one last time. Thank you, Barbara, for carrying. And we send lots of love to Tangela. We love Tangela wherever she might be right now.
You rock, Barbara. You were such a wonderful co-host. Thank you.
Oh, Barbara's fantastic. We love Barbara.
Yeah.
And a reminder, one last time, everybody, please do join us for the Sacred Sunday show tomorrow. Kind of a special time. It'll be at 12 noon online. I will again send out an email in the morning with the details for it. I also put it in the chat box a couple times today. So hope to see all of you online. We will have a pair of Omashar songs opening and closing it and discussing what is the sacred union between a man and a woman. It's going to be a great conversation. Good night, everybody. Get a good night's rest, and hopefully I'll see you all